friends. It's Sabine again with Beanie Bits. Hey, WTF, right? Is that where your mind is going right now? I know every time I hear that, that's exactly where my mind is going, but that's not what it is at all. So fun fact, long time ago when my kids came home from elementary school, they had the big grin on their faces like, Mommy, 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 what word starts in F and ends in UCK? Is that what you learn in school? Right? And it's actually fire truck. So what the fire truck has become my go-to. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. WTF, right? The point is right here, right now, too, is your mind went right into the general whatever everybody thinks about it, right? It's like what the okay. That's how easy we're conditioned. That's part of our conditioning, right? We don't even consider other possibilities on this. We don't even think about what else could it stand for. We're automatically going what the bleep, right? So think about it. WTF, that can stand for so many other things, right? Who to follow. WTF, who to follow. Who would you want to follow, right? Do you want to follow the people that have achieved what you wanted to achieve? That probably is a really good thing to do, right? And the other one is I like this one. Where's the fortune? I know technically 4 words. Where is the fortune? But where's the fortune? WTF, right? The fortune is available for everybody. It's there. It is in abundance. There is so much out there. All we have to do is match our vibration to that whatever it is we want. If you feel like, oh well, I would love to have $1 million, but it'll never happen. The message you're sending out is like it'll never happen. So it will never happen. So WTF, right? So match your vibration. It's like whatever we want. Usually we're like vibrating here. What we want is probably here. So we need to match our vibration. It's just like tuning into a radio station. If you miss it by point one or point two, all you get is static. It's the same with everything else because everything is energy. Everything vibrates on a certain frequency, and which all we have to do is tune into that frequency to get it what we want. It's like, oh look, it's a match and it's coming. But if we have this thought that it's not happening and we focus on the things that we can't have and don't have and all of those things, well, that's the message we're sending out. I want to be healthy, well, but I'm sick and da 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 da. We focus on that. Well, you can't be healthy and sick at the same time, right? And it's like same with being rich. If you want to be rich, but you believe you don't deserve it, you can't have it, you have this poor, I am poor mentality. Well, your frequency is matching that, so you get more of what you don't want. WTF, right? So you figure out what it is that you want, and then assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. I love Neville Goddard, and he wrote he wrote several books, but the one that I'm talking about is The Power of Awareness, and he constantly talks about assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So whatever it is you put out, and you believe that to be true or not true, but if that's what you feel, then that's what you get. Think about that. So if you want, that really hot convertible, for instance, but you think having like a Ford Fiesta, whatever, a small car mentality, well, how can you get that convertible if you only think it's like, well, but can only have this one over here? Then you only get this one over here. But nobody says you can't have the other one, right? Believe you can have it. Believe it exists. I mean, it exists. Why can't you have it? Right? And it's like, technically, we can have everything. Well, we are having everything that we want, right? But most of the time, we have the stuff we don't want. Well, see, when we send out the order to the universe, to God, whatever your higher power is, they don't understand yes and no. There's no such thing as no and don't, by the way, right? So whatever feeling, whatever your emotion you send out, that's what you get more of. So what are you focused on? Are you focused on the things you don't want? And then you wonder why you get more of that, right? That's how that works. So shift it to what you want. You know it already exists because other people have it. You can have it too, right? Because if it's possible for one, it's possible for all. The difference really is the mindset, the vibration that we're sending out, and in what we want or don't want. Whether you want it or you don't want it, whatever you put your feeling and your emotion, all of that into, that's exactly what you get. So where's your focus? Is it on the man, I want this and I can't have this? Or is it I want this and I cannot have this? Because if it's at the cannot have this, then you cannot have it. It's really that simple. It is so stupid simple. All it takes is a little tweak in the self-talk you have, the things that you say, and believe it. Because the powers that are, they don't know if it's true or not. Think about that. So I'm gonna leave you with that. It's like whatever you want. Oh, the best time to manifest too is like right before you go to sleep. It's like, oh, this is what I want, and this is what I have, and then you feel it with like all the emotions, all the colors, all the senses, and the more vivid it is before you go to sleep, better it is. And it's just do that every day, every day. Do it several times throughout the day if you can, and then see what happens. Do it with something small, and just see if it's like, she's full of hot air, right? Just try it. Try something small. Blue glass. I always tell people blue glass and see where all blue glass shows up in. Anyway, I'm rambling because I love this stuff so much. So anyway, this is it for today, and I will be back tomorrow with another episode. Have a great one. Bye.